You're buying herbs at the grocery store every single week and throwing half of them away. What if I told you that for less than $10, you could grow an endless supply right at home, starting today? Cool weather herbs are the secret weapon of home gardeners. They grow fast, they survive frost, and they come back season after season. And most people have no idea they can grow them almost year-round. In this video, I'm going to show you exactly which herbs thrive in cool weather, how to plant them, how to keep them alive indoors and outdoors, and the #1 mistake that kills most herb gardens before they even start. So what exactly is a cool weather herb? These are herbs that actually prefer temperatures between 45 and 65 degrees Fahrenheit. While your tomatoes are sulking in spring, these herbs are thriving. We're talking cilantro, parsley, chervil, chives, and dill. Here's something most gardeners don't know. Cool weather herbs give you 2 growing seasons. Plant them in early spring before the last frost, and again in late summer for a full fall harvest. That's double the herbs, double the flavor, and 0 extra cost. Let's start with the superstar of cool weather herbs, cilantro. Here's the truth about cilantro. It hates heat. The moment your soil hits 75 degrees, it bolts. It shoots up a tall stalk, goes to seed, and the leaves turn bitter. So your job is to stay ahead of the heat. Plant cilantro seeds directly in the ground. Never transplant it because it has a taproot that hates being disturbed. Push seeds about a 1/4 inch deep, 1 to 2 seeds per inch. You'll see sprouts in 7 to 10 days. But here's the coolest trick with cilantro. Let it bolt. Seriously, let it flower, let it make seeds, and those seeds will fall into the soil and self-plant when temperatures drop again in fall. You plant once, and cilantro plants itself forever. That's free herbs for life. Next up, parsley. And before you skip this one because you think it's just a garnish, hear me out. Parsley is actually one of the most nutritious herbs you can grow, packed with vitamins K, C, and A. And it is incredibly easy. Parsley loves at least 6 hours of sun a day and nutrient-rich, well-drained soil. Space plants 6 to 8 inches apart. Pro tip, Italian flat-leaf parsley has way more flavor than curly parsley. When harvesting, always cut stems about 1 inch above the soil so the plant keeps producing. A well-kept parsley plant can be harvested 3 to 5 times in a single season. Now here's the herb your French grandmother knew about, and modern gardeners have completely forgotten. Chervil. It tastes like a cross between parsley and anise, and it is one of the core herbs in classic French cuisine, and almost nobody grows it. Chervil actually prefers shade, which makes it perfect for those spots in your garden that don't get full sun. Sow seeds directly when soil is between 55 and 65 degrees. Keep the soil evenly moist and thin plants to about 6 to 9 inches apart. Chervil bolts quickly, so succession plant every 3 weeks for a continuous harvest. Chives are the plant that keeps on giving, literally. They're a perennial, which means once you plant them, they come back every single year. They're cold hardy, nearly indestructible, and even their purple flowers are edible. Here's the harvesting rule most people get wrong with chives. Do not cut them halfway. That half-cut blade will not regrow. You need to cut all the way down to the ground, and within weeks, a full new flush of leaves will come right back up. Dill is the underrated giant of cool weather herbs, and I mean giant, literally. It can grow 3 to 4 feet tall, so give it a stake or a windbreak. Like cilantro, dill hates transplanting, always direct seeded about a 1/4 inch deep, spaced 10 to 12 inches apart. The trick with dill is succession planting. Sow a small batch every 2 to 3 weeks from early spring onward, and you'll have continuous harvests instead of a massive surplus you can't use all at once. Now let's talk about the single biggest factor that determines whether your herb garden thrives or dies. And it's not sunlight, it's not water, it's your soil. Cool weather herbs need compost-rich, well-drained soil with a pH between 6.0 and 7.0. Before planting, loosen your soil 8 to 10 inches deep and mix in compost or well-rotted manure. This improves drainage, retains moisture, and feeds your plants all season long without needing to fertilize constantly. Don't have a garden? No problem. Cool weather herbs are some of the best herbs for container growing, indoors and out. Here's exactly how to do it right. First rule, never use garden soil in containers. It compacts, it harbors pests, and it will suffocate your roots. Use a potting mix with about 25 to 30% perlite for drainage. Make sure every pot has drainage holes. And keep your indoor temperature between 60 and 75 degrees Fahrenheit. For light, most herbs need 6 hours of direct sunlight. Place them at a south-facing window. Or if you don't have great light, put them 6 to 12 inches under cool white fluorescent bulbs for 14 to 16 hours a day. Grow lights work even better and are surprisingly affordable now. And here's the #1 mistake that kills indoor herb gardens. Are you ready? It's overwatering. People kill their herbs with kindness. The rule is simple. Only water when the top inch of soil feels dry. Stick your finger in. If it's still moist, walk away. Want to grow cool weather herbs even longer outdoors? Use cold frames, cloches, or simple hoop tunnels to protect plants from freezing temps. If your herbs are staying in the ground over winter, mulch them with pine needles or bark mulch after the first freeze. And pull it off in spring when temperatures warm back up. Here's the golden rule of harvesting. Never take more than 1/3 of any plant at a time. This keeps plants healthy and producing all season. And always harvest in the morning after the dew dries. That's when essential oils are at their peak and flavor is strongest. What do you do when you have more herbs than you can use? Here's what actually works and what doesn't. Parsley loses almost all its flavor when dried. Instead, clip the leaves, put them in ice cube trays, cover with water, and freeze. Drop a cube straight into soups, sauces, and stews. Chives, dill, and thyme. Dry those by hanging bundles upside down in a warm, airy spot for a week or two. So here's your cool weather herb game plan. Plant cilantro and dill directly in the ground. Use parsley transplants, give chervil a shady spot, and let your chives come back year after year. Start in early spring and again in late summer, and you'll have fresh herbs from March all the way through November. If you found this helpful, hit that subscribe button because every week I'm dropping practical, no-fluff gardening guides to help you grow more food at home. And drop a comment below. Which of these herbs are you planting first? I'd love to know.